A very nice '04 little Coachmen mini home just rolled in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I'm going to call this about a 20-footer. Very easy to handle in this smaller size. What's cool is they don't really have to do a lot of frame stretching on a smaller rig like this, so it handles easier. You know, you don't tend to get that big push from the headwinder when you're passing a semi or anything like that. It does have a nice little Onan generator built right in on board here. So if you want to run things like air, microwave, maybe fridge, you know, when you're off-site, off a park power setup, you can do that. Anytime I'm looking at a used motorhome, tires are always a big concern for me because they can add up pretty quick. These are in really good shape, and you can see that there's a lot of rubber left on these sneakers, so to speak, but no dry rot or anything like that. In general, the exterior looks extremely well kept. The fact that the stickers are not dried and peeled up and cracking tell me this was most likely stored either indoors or under cover, at least under a lean-to, something like that. I mean, everything looks really sharp, but what I like about this is even though this is a smaller motorhome, it addresses one of the primary concerns that you have in any motorhome, especially a small one, and that is storage. Storage is always a massive problem in small motorhomes. But with this huge rear garage on here, all of your camping chairs and stuff like that, all of your electrical hoses, water, sewer hose, all that stuff can be stored out here, even your spare tires, so you're not losing interior storage space. You can see down here below the bumper, we do have a full you know, tow package essentially, and I'm gonna guess this is probably rated to tow 4 to 5 grand roughly. I don't have a hard measure in front of me, but experience tells me that's probably accurate. I don't believe this really has been used to tow much of anything. You see an additional storage pocket right here next to that door, and that's a perfect little place to like keep, say, I don't know, a grill or any of your big stuff for outside. And a neat part about this down here is in your storage areas, you really get to see how people treat their stuff, because usually when they're packing up, they just throw things in here. And you see that your walls are not all dinged up, scarred up, things like that. It does look like maybe something had bumped the rear corner here. They did put a patch over it and sealed it on there. That's basically cemented down. That's not going anywhere, so it's fine. Moving forward. Moving inside, actually. Interior all looks to be in really nice shape. Lots of good storage again in the cabinetries. I was, again, very impressed with the level of storage we've seen here. And a lot of times on these mini homes, I've seen manufacturers really cut corners and have a lot of like rough edge cuts in here, and you can see that everything's routed out and jigged out very nicely. I really, really, really like this interior second shelf. I mean, literally doubles the amount of storage space you get out of the same amount of cabinet space. It's an awesome feature. Both your dinette and your sofa can fold down into extra sleeping spaces as required. And looking at your sofa, which is probably going to be your primary seating space when you arrive somewhere, you can see that it's really not broken down. It's definitely not frayed up and scarred up. You know, all of your seating looks pretty good in here. 34,000 miles of use on this, which is a nice mark because that means that it's been used enough that the folks could keep an eye on it and keep an eye on maintenance items, but it hasn't been used too little to where the engine seals are starting to fail because they didn't get properly lubricated from regular use. So this is in just a really cream puff sort of year and mileage position right here. Chevy chassis, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that. Now, this is one of the very few used Class C's in this year bracket I've seen come in with, looks like, no leaks ever. Usually this front cabinet, this front overhead cab here is just notorious for leaking. And if I peel this bed back, you can see no signs of water damage. It's been very well kept. I looked at both corners like that and I was very pleasantly surprised to see that this had been extremely well maintained. That is probably the very first area I look at in any used motorhome to see if, hey, you know, did they really keep track of this thing? Because it's very easy with all the wind buffeting up there for that to leak. And these folks obviously took great care of it. Extra little storage cabinet here, right next to the entry door. Perfect for, you know, flashlights and lanterns or little things you might take outside, or even a pantry. I mean, that could be your perfect little mac and cheese. But I love this. I love the little notes. These folks were meticulous and organized about everything. You see, it says turn air conditioner off before using microwave. They made sure they never even stood a chance of overloading, damaging anything. We are actually selling this for a gentleman at the time of this filming, and he came in with a folder of everything about this coach. Everywhere he'd been, it looked like pretty much all of his service records. They really, oh, hey, how you doing, guys? Haylett RV. But they really took care of this thing, and they were very proud of it. And I don't know exactly why they decided to leave life on the road. I have a feeling maybe they either found a new destination, or, you know, could just be as simple as they have grandkids now and just, man, you know, couldn't stand being away from them. That's pretty common, and I think any grandpa and grandma can probably relate to that. What's cool about this rig, though, if it's just the two of you, you're all set. If, you know, you do have a small family, this will work too. It's a perfect weekend runaround rig. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, everybody. Happy camping.